And not to be confused with actual Texas, this is a Starbow map.
Yeah, this is not where December's Calm was from.
No, he did not grow up on like the south end side on the third expansion.
We didn't even do vetoes yet. Players.
They just started.
Man, that's what
They're excited.
hosting their own map. Who do they think they are?
Oh, I have the stream on high, and since I'm casting at the same, I probably shouldn't.
Yeah, that's an idea. What do we got here? Terran vs Protoss. Let's get the Terran
that's
vs
awesome.
Protoss music up.
We haven't seen that much Terran vs Protoss. This can be good. I was almost about a patch, but it didn't happen. Just saying.
Yeah, that would have thrown people a bit probably.
Yeah. It's really close though. Probably like a couple of days from now.
Cool. It's exciting.
Yeah.
Alright.
Might there be Hercs in this patch?
There might definitely be Hercs in it, or
That's
Mercs.
exciting. Yeah, whatever you want to
Yes.
call
There might be a lot of stuff.
them. Dudes with grappling hooks.
We're not calling it Argonauts. I'm sorry. Too many people said no. When it comes to names, I'm not usually that big of a democratic guy, but when it comes to names, I'm a little bit democratic. Anyhow, without further ado, in the top right corner, I hope you're there, Vec, playing in the blue trunks from Team Less, it is Ardi.
At the bottom left-ish place, we got MderG.
I love saying his name like that. MderG.
Nerd.
He's actually pretty good. You know, I played him quite a bit in PvZ because I do play Zerg, and he has a really weird style where he just makes stalkers after his second base, and then he keeps me in my base for a long time while he takes to carriers. And it works for whatever reason, because I'm horrible mostly.
Carriers versus Zerg, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, I know it can work, but I've never tried it.
And it can also work versus Protoss, so we'll see what he'll be doing.
Oh, I do know that it can work against Protoss. Plus they have a lot of Dragoons.
If you click on the Nexus and then on the gateway at the same time, kind of, you see you have like a Venn diagram, where you have like an overlapping part in the middle, which represents the sand in between them.
Welcome to 1 a.m. cast with Ziphius.
I'm sorry. I have really nothing more interesting to say. We do see Ardi taking a barracks, and he's not going to take gas. And this is actually quite exciting. He has almost 200 minerals, still no gas. And now he takes gas. I guess that's just late gas.
Yeah, I'm not sure how good. I think Ardi is actually C on the ladder, but I think he's only got about 5 games, so it's really hard to say. The ladder's not active enough to know how good players really are by looking at their rank. Unless they have a lot of
especially
games.
if they have 5 games. It actually, like, you have the 5 placement matches, but that's kind of like because we needed a number. You really need like 10 placement matches to be accurately placed. So right after those first 5 initial games, you are probably gonna flux up and down quite a bit in rank. We see MderG going for something hidden. He wants to place a pylon at the... No, is he scouting for SCVs? No, he is going to place a pylon and put down probably a robotics facility to go for some closer to his opponent's semi-hidden robotech, or maybe a Stargate with some Sentinels, but Sentinels are actually pretty good in this version of Starbow. We've just been messing so much with them in the test map, I barely remember what they're like in the live version anymore.
Yeah, I don't even... Do
It's
they
the
have
auto-turrets.
the auto turret in the live version?
Yeah, it's the auto turrets, unfortunately. That Confession Bear Kalevi still likes. But yeah. So MderG is moving a derp Dragoon now, because that's... Well, actually in Starbow they did... You know, we didn't change Dragoons that much, but we did increase their intelligence, so they are a lot smarter now, as you can see.
Which is
Actually
nice.
move where you tell them to go and stuff like that. So that's good. Ardi going for some really weird... What is he doing?
Starports?
I can see it's a starport.
Or no?
Banshees, maybe? Wait,
Yeah,
I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah, okay, it's gonna be a vulture drop. This is the fun thing about a tournament, is that no one plays standard in a tournament, especially if they're at a certain level. Like, they're going for this proxy robo, or not proxy, in-base proxy, which is a really weird word. And Ardi trying to defend his very best with just Marines while he's getting some vulture drop going. So this is not normal by any standard. It's not too unnormal, if that's a word, but
Abnormal.
abnormal.
Yeah, that's the right one. Abnormal.
That's the word.
Yeah.
There was a word or a
The
decree.
English language.
It's great.
This is a really interesting, and MderG's not really doing anything too normal looking either. I mean, he's whoa, he's getting a warp. This is like a kind of delayed one base Reaver, where he looks like he's gonna expand, but he's not.
It's the fake expansion. If it
Yeah.
gets scanned, there is a probe there to trick his opponent.
Right.
It's mind games. That's what.
Maybe we can have them
Oh,
drop
we
each
have
other
a-
at the same time. It'd be pretty great.
We have a third Dragoon. Unfortunately for
Ooh.
MderG, Ardi is very lucky, and none of those Dragoons shot really hits. It's
Yeah.
kind of like trying to play Hearthstone, and you just have to cross your fingers most of the game. But we got Ardi moving across the map with a dropship now, and he is going to hopefully land in the main base of MderG with the vultures. I just can't say his name normally anymore now. There we go.
I'm sorry, viewers.
This could be
Man.
pretty rough. The mines are gonna get placed at the top of the ramp. No detection out because he's going for the Reavers.
One mine gets hit, and unfortunately they don't go off at the workers unless the Dragoons. Oh, why is MderG doing that? Don't move too close to those mines. It's hazardous for his life. So yeah, good. He doesn't have any mining going on, and is that his first Reaver? Yes.
I think so.
Oh,
yes.
that took forever.
Ooh, ooh.
I mean, his macro is really good. But
Oh,
he's
money
actually-
hit! Gets them all. Alright, now he just needs an observer.
You know,
Or just
Vultures
never
trying to
have units
attack
in
a
his
Reaver
base.
is kind of like Norway trying to invade Russia. It's like we can like hit at the border a little bit, and then there comes a nuke, and that's what happens. So yeah, that was kind of interesting. So Ardi is going to defend and expand at the same time. The Vitra build. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, he has a Viking. Unfortunately, it's going at the wrong place. So, but this Viking is going to be really good for making sure that this War Prism will have very reduced mobility. And this is a dead Goliath. And here's
Does have a second one on the way.
the second dead Goliath. Here comes the Viking. It will almost do some damage to this
Oh.
War Prism. Okay.
Poor Viking. RNG not favoring him today.
No, well, it's actually not that much RNG more than the other unit is actually moving, so it's not going to do any damage.
Dude, CPS, you gotta play Terran. It's RNG.
Yeah.
Yeah, to a certain extent. To a certain extent. So,
I mean,
anywho,
It's not as RNG as, say, like, Cardstone, but it's pretty RNG.
I love how Hearthstone is the ultimate example of RNG. It's not like poker or play just some random card game. What was that? It's completely like RNG. No, it's Hearthstone, which actually has some strategy to it. A little bit. A little bit.
Twilight Council coming up for MderG. And we see a few more factories getting added on here for Ardi. So he's going to transition out of this kind of wonky vulture drop build and just mostly standard play here.
Yeah, which is good because he might be facing Wonk Man later, so it's good to make sure the wonky builds are good. But MderG's gonna find a nice little place there for that Reaver to do some damage.
Ooh.
Killing one worker at a
Target
time.
this one. Target. No.
Oh, very nice target. Oh, don't get too close. Don't get too close. That
Some nice
siege
kills
tank,
there.
has all sorts of diseases. You don't want to get too close there.
Workers killed 8 to 3. I mean, MderG favoring.
Very nice. And he's pulling ahead in supply slightly, and his worker lead is getting substantial. And as I say that, Ardi is calling down a lot of workers and nullifying my statement completely. But that's Terran for you. It's okay. We MderG's got Imba Rift, so it doesn't matter.
Good spell.
Let the Imbaness cancel each other out.
See some Dragoons up here to escort this probe, take that third. Good timing here from MderG.
Very nice from MderG. A lot of people just send their workers off, crossing their fingers, hoping there won't be a vulture there. But he's actually being a little bit careful with his very damaged Dragoons. So that's nice.
These are autumn-colored trees.
They are autumn colored. They kind of look like Sweden, but Sweden is blue and yellow, not blue and orange. But it is reminding me of Sweden because they have a lot of red cottages there, but they don't usually have four legs moving around in a spider-like manner.
Just out of curiosity, how do you,
I should do more casting at 1 a.m.
Right? Yeah. You're getting creative.
Thank you.
how do Norwegian people say orange?
Orange.
Okay. Okay.
It's actually the same word. It's just pronounced in a very Norwegian way.
There you go.
I don't know.
Boost.
In English.
More vultures coming in. See, we got one cannon coming up, but it's not finished yet. So, let's see what kind of damage these vultures can do.
Oh.
Go for the probes! Get them! They're tasty and delicious. Juicy probes.
Used to be a lot of spider mines in this main base. I guess MderG took the round to get rid of them, which was very nice. A lot of Protoss players will just let them stay there, not care. But
Actually,
MderG
only gets one probe and all that.
Oh
So-
wow, that's kind of sad.
Unfortunate. Wasn't focus firing them.
Not a
Well,
lot
on the
of
other hand, though, he did force MderG to stay in his base for a long
Yeah.
time. That's nice.
He also got all 4 vultures out with no damage taken at all.
Yeah. We do see MderG placing an observer here to spot future drops. So, smart little move there. He's like, you've done that twice now. I want to make sure I know when the next one comes in.
I like the logic here. It's like he didn't do any damage, but on the other hand, he didn't take any damage. So nothing really happened. But it was more exciting than actually nothing happening. So yeah. I also like this from Ardi, placing spider mines everywhere, and he's actually like really good at this. Look at this; he's moving like several groups of vultures, at least 2, which is more than 1, so I can say several. He's moving them around the map and placing spider mines all over, and that's really good for the.
Danko is now asking me questions about signing up to play. Let me see. I might communicate with him in the.
Yeah, sure. Me and Finn will take the casting.
Sure.
There will be more Swedish cottages moving around, but I'll try and retain myself. We do see Ardi. He's yeah. There comes the expansion. Like I was gonna say, he's pushing out in a way that looks like he wants to take a third, and here he's making it. So it's gonna take a while before it actually happens, but he's setting up to do it. So what MderG wants to really do now is just to make sure this third is gonna be delayed for as long as possible. I'm pretty sure he won't be able to cancel it completely, but yeah. Oh, I'm like zooming in everywhere and looking at stuff, but unfortunately Vec is typing and looking at a minefield, so...
Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. You can put the camera on and follow me if you want to,
That's
but
a good
okay,
idea.
you got time, or whatever. But we do have a Reaver in the natural of Ardi, and the Reaver is getting a lot of work done. He's got 13 worker kills total for MderG this game now, so he's doing a lot of work. And not meanwhile, never mind. Nothing meanwhile, just a Reaver. Almost killing a bunker. The bunker will burn down if Ardi isn't calling the fire brigade. Oh, which was the same people that were harvesting gas. Oh, MderG is just running dragoons into siege tanks. Told him not to go too close. They just couldn't resist the charm of a siege tank.
Well, he cleared out the mines, but at the cost of 2 dragoons. I don't
Yeah.
think that's
No, they were like, saw the siege tanks. They are quite attractive. Like, I want to get closer to you. Have to pay for it with their lives. Kind of like a Black Widow. Anyhow, we do have a couple of High Templars here that could be easily sniped. Oh, yeah, that's right. High Templars are triggered by Spider-Mans, and now Ardi's... Wow, Ardi's is kind of coming back now. He's dropping the 3rd base. He's killing off very important units. Oh, don't put Spider-Mans there. Very bad place for Spider-Mans. Okay, there we go. Ardi's doing things really well now, and he's got his 3rd base finished. He can lift that over, and he should be able to defend it with his army, because he has whittled down MderG's forces quite a bit. And MderG is behind the supply. He's still ahead in worker count, but on the income tab we see he's quite ahead there. He has more workers and a 3rd base, so I'm not gonna look at that.
I don't like what this is telling me. We're not gonna do that.
No, I'm gonna ignore
This doesn't fit my narrative at all.
No. You
Yeah.
figured out the secrets.
MderG is just he's slipping a little bit in the macro. As far as gateways, he's got I think he's only got 5 right now. So that's his problem. He's got almost 3,000 floating as far as the minerals go. So he really needs to start throwing down those production facilities.
That is a very good point. He could be further ahead. And he is. He's throwing... No, that's not really production facilities. Well, there's a Stargate and Arbiter Tribunal, but he has 5 gateways. Yeah, that's nothing. At the 3-base economy, you need like 8.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
Beck, what do you think about arbiters on this map as opposed to carriers?
Arbiters are okay. I mean, arbiters are never bad, but this is a good carrier map. So,
Yeah.
I would definitely prefer carriers on this map.
Arbiters are like just never bad though. Like there's no
Yeah.
maps Arbiters doesn't work on, but carriers work specifically better on certain maps. Oh, these Dragoons, the love of the siege tank is strong, and it's you know it's not good for them. But I do like the planetary.
Yep.
But it wasn't Brood War, so we should probably remove it.
Oh yeah, right. Just kidding. Don't let certain 4-member series say that. Come on.
Oh, the siege tank. Okay, the siege.
Oh, no!
Oh, there's a tank!
I totally missed that. Wow. Really nicely done by Ardi.
I've never seen a siege tank flank before in my entire life, I think. Like,
That was
like,
terrific.
there with the Dragoon. Better defend the other side in case he retreats. And it worked. It really worked. That was
Totally.
insane.
Brilliant.
I'm
I'm
pretty
like,
sure
why did they die?
I'm pretty sure this was already trying to push out at the same time, and then this happened. I don't think that was that well thought out, but it was pretty sick to watch. Now
Got some
Ardi is
zealot
pushing
bombs
out
ready
with-
here.
He's doing what's called army conservation. He only wants to attack with 5 siege tanks at a time, just to make sure he doesn't lose his whole army at the same time. So because he has a lot. Okay, there comes another 4. 4 is the magical number, it seems. So we'll see how this will go for him. Okay, there we go. There's the 4 extra gateways from MderG, and he's still almost at 4K. How is that possible?
Well, he's only on 9 gateways.
Well, he
Yeah.
was on 5 with the same amount of money, and he doesn't have a different income. I'm confuzzled, but whatever. These single siege tanks from Ardi will get picked off. He really needs to get his army together and get a good position. They're way too spread out at the moment. And MderG is actually taking a 4th, which is a good idea because Terran has a 3rd and has been having it up for a little bit now. Now, when your opponent makes 2 arbiters at a time, if you want to counter that, there's 2 things you can do. You can try and maybe get some Vikings to snipe them, but I think the best way is just go for a science vessel and some EMPs.
Yep.
Because Ardi is gonna have a really hard time when those arbiters kick in, but at the same time, MderG really needs a big ground army to support these arbiters, and he really just needs to macro out his gateways. And he is doing that right now, so that's nice. Here we go. MderG
His
moving
tech
in.
is good, but army comes in, has to back out. There's just too much air in there.
MderG has another group on the left side. If he moves that around from the other side and attacks from 2 angles, I think that would be much better. He can even attack from 3 angles if he
Oh,
wanted.
nope, he's gonna keep coming right across this ramp. Can he get a nice stasis off? That's one
That
good
is-
one, but it's kind of a wall. It's working against him a little bit here.
Yeah, and that siege tank can still siege up in the stasis. We might want to fix that soon. Anyway, but yeah, I agree. You wanna get the ones further behind, but that's usually difficult. The War Prism goes down, but MderG is cleaning up his army, and he is in a better position than his opponent at this time. Although Ardi is doing a decent job of staying in the game as well. It's not over yet. Don't
Tech
GG.
Lab's finally going down on the starboard, but that's really late.
Oh yeah. Starboard's been up for a while. And he's also getting, I like this, he's getting the charm boosters for Goliaths, which is going to help him just to try and snipe off an Arbiter or 2. A lot of times Arbiters become trigger happy and just try and go in and kill the entire Terran army, and that's a good time to snipe them with Goliaths. MderG isn't really saturating his 4th base though. I would like to see that more. And he needs the gas from that 4th base, it seems, as he's got a lot of minerals.
And he is getting that. He's got that gas saturated already. Oh, he needs to finish that up on the 3rd though. He's only got 2 mining and 2 in the main.
Oh, really?
So yeah,
Oh.
his 3rd and his main only have 2 SCVs on gas.
Oh, I was looking at MderG, but it's a common problem then.
Oh,
Common.
yeah, I was looking at Ardi. Oh yeah, he's
Yeah,
not
Ardi
saturated in MderG. Yeah.
doesn't really need that much more gas though. He's really got
Oh
good gas.
yeah, I got confused. My bad.
No problem. We do have a single vulture sneaking in here. Ow! Wow, that range on that cannon is long. I knew it was long. But anyway, MderG moving in with 2 arbiters, and
Yeah, it doesn't even really need the stasis right now. His army is just way bigger.
yeah, it is. And again, Ardi's just so spaced out. Like, I know you want to spread out compared to like StarCraft 2 because of the overkill, but this is too much. Like, this is singling out units too much just to get killed. And right now, he doesn't have anything. He's
Where's
just
the army?
die.
It's not here anymore.
There are 2 stasis siege tanks.
Okay.
But yeah, I think he's gonna be able to defend just because he's Terran. But
If he gets a stasis off on his top tanks, he could. But
that's-
his actually he's gonna send that other Arbiter home. So
look at that power of Turtle Terran. But yeah, actually this is okay. This is pretty bad for Ardi. Like he's not in a good position right now. But if you look at the income tab, it's not that much behind MderG. More than I thought it would be though, because he has 4 bases as well. But yeah, generally though, MderG is just more saturated, and the main of Ardi is gone, and all the natural is the natural is very poorly saturated. But the point is that economic-wise, he's not that far behind. He just doesn't have an army. So if he can just defend really effectively and rebuild his army, he might be able to stay in this game. Actually, even though it looked like he was almost dead a couple of minutes ago, but I don't know. I might just take that back now because he's losing whatever army he can produce at this time.
There's just not a whole lot of Terran here.
yeah,
It's well put.
this planetary is gonna run out of energy. Oh, can the mine get off? Nice mine hit. That'll help. But the planetary runs out of guns.
Yeah, and these are Dragoons. They might kill 2 or maybe 3 workers until they can recharge this planetary. That's a
Big
good
mine
point.
hit. Already holds.
Indeed. Oh, but there's a recall in the main base! And this production is under siege. Except that it's Protoss. They don't have siege. Anyway, it's under attack. And do not use stasis on that Arbiter. Just freeze that 1 siege tank, please. Okay, thank you. But yeah, this is it. MderG took another base. He has still a big bank, but he does also have a lot of production going. And I don't think he can come back from this. It's hard without factories.
Oh, Templar starved themselves.
The ultimate Sudoku.
Sudoku? That's close.
It is. So Ardi again trying with his miracle vultures to defend. He has been. Okay, there we go. GG.
GG. MderG takes game number 1.